Welcome to this episode of Countdown to Infinity, an Avengers podcast. This is very special. It's a listener mail edition. So this whole season, we are going through every superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, talking about how they are in their movies, what we think will happen to them, their character arcs, all that. And then we ask you guys to contribute, and we'll read some of those today. But we have some special guests who are helping us read our listener mail this week because I have a hard time reading gooder. All right? I need two people to help me read at all times. Normally, they quietly help me read, but today, they're hopping on the mic. And boy, is this some synergy right now. They're from a sister podcast or a brother podcast. Sorry to assume.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'm offended.
A relative. A baby podcast.
Unidentified.
It's ma'am.
Okay.
It's ma'am.
Unidentified, self-reflected.
I feel like I'm in a GameStop.
Polygenic.
The podcast is called Not in Theaters. They're on our network. I'm just going to read the description. Well, I'll let them tell you. Lex and Josh are here from Not in Theaters to help us out on this week's eps. Hey, guys.
Hi.
What's up?
I'm really shy.
What's up?
This is not good.
Usually we don't talk on our podcast, so this is a change of pace for us.
It's a very quiet show.
Yeah. Episode 1 was 2 hours of silence while wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And then the second episode was
Take
2
the hat
hours of
off.
silence, taking the hat off. We tried to spice it up.
I tried to listen to that on a, like 400% audio.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, I was going to hear something. And when I finally hear a little bit of something, it blew my mind. So it worked for me.
The technique is in not making a sound.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
It's the new wave of podcasts. I mean, we're trying to figure out the next best thing or the next big thing. And the next big thing is probably silence.
Yeah. People don't get it enough.
You know, people can probably put your podcast on at literally any time of the day.
Yep.
Loud. You can turn your radios up to 100, play it
While filing your divorce.
on repeat. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that works.
I mean,
Why is that the first thing you thought about, Lex?
hey, we are a very
Somebody call his wife.
This
Oh
is
boy.
This is a diverse
Is it hot in here?
market, so
Well, so this week we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think were you guys on the first season episode for Guardians or no? Sorry,
No.
that might be wrong.
I was not invited. I'm just kidding. You asked me, but our schedules never worked out. I think Lex was like on Civil War or Captain America or something.
I was in
Okay.
Captain America, and then I was in another one.
Well, this week we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy, and I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about the Guardians? Are they your fave? Ooh, no. Here's a good question. What's your favorite moment in all the Guardians of the Galaxy films, or moment in all of the Guardians moments
Ever?
all time, even the future?
Well,
Well,
I think
Guardians 4.
when
is
Endgame
very-
comes out, there's a part where Rocket asks somebody to give him a piece of their body and offers money, and he actually gets
So
it
funny.
this time.
He should ask Thanos for his hand or something.
Hey, how
Hilarious.
much for the glove? Am I
Thanos
right?
has nice hands.
Yeah, they're big, and they'll probably get the job done.
Lex with his hand fetish again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, I used to be a hand model. Just gotta say. But no, I think I honestly liked the first Guardians like a lot more than Guardians 2, and I think like a lot of it was just kind of the heart that I did not expect. Like I expected an ensemble movie of bunch of rascals and stuff like that, but there was a lot of heart as far as like I don't want to say like it wasn't family right in your face, but it was just kind of people coming together, and I think that's highlighted in the some of the final moments. I know Josh was going to talk about like the "We Are Groot" moment, but I think it's also highlighted towards the end where they're all holding like the Power Stone.
It's a cool moment.
And they start holding hands, and I know it's kind of like kiddish for some people, but I think it just embodies we're taking on this pain together, and the more people that are essentially holding hands and kind of uniting, it's
Again with the hands.
I know, damn, your hand fetish is really
So
apparent
there's a part
right now.
where Rocket asks for a guy's hand.
Is that
Love it.
also your favorite moment?
yeah. No, but I mean, it's just kind of like a nice moment. The visual effects were cool, and once again,
Star-Lord, we kind of figure out he's not really human because of that scene, right? Because he survives.
Yeah, it kind of did like a nice setup without putting too much in your face. Because you were like, how the fuck is this guy holding it? But once again, once everyone comes, like even at that, even with Star-Lord's supernatural ability to be able to contain that power.
Is that the definition of a demigod, where it's like half human, half god?
I think so. Yeah. I gotta ask Hercules.
Is
Am I right, boys?
Or Kanye. I am a god.
What's really cool about that scene too is it's not really a fight scene moment,
Yeah.
like how a lot of these.
dance-off.
Yeah, it's literally
That was also
a fun
cool
dance
setup
off
too. Yeah, like when I was first watching it, I was like, God damn it! Like I don't know how this works, but it's working. Like just
and
little
even
silly moments like that.
So Ronan got pissed and he was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Distracting you, dummy." And then that's when Rocket fucking.
That's actually Thomas Harmon III's favorite moment. He said the line "distracting you, you big turd blossom."
Oh,
that's funny that you brought that up. That's a good segue.
We read minds.
Wow. I'm going to read maybe I'll just read three. I'm going to read three more of your favorite moments from the listeners. Oh shit, I can't read this.
You need our help?
Final Watch It pod? It sounds like it's another podcast. But they said that their favorite moment in Volume 2 is when Rocket needs tape for his bomb. So he asks Peter, who then starts asking around during a massive firefight outside the Ego's brain. That was really funny.
Yeah, he was
It's a good
like,
break.
do you have tape or
He's
something
like,
like that?
if anybody had tape, it would be you.
And everyone's saying no. Like, no, we don't have tape. That's a really fun moment. Mr. Boulard.13 said his favorite moment is in Guardians of the Galaxy when Star-Lord is dancing and lip syncing. Come and get your love. And he hopes Tony slaps the taste out of Star-Lord's mouth for pistol whipping Thanos. Interesting. Someday Director said his favorite is when the Guardians first meet Ego. I'm trying to remember that.
Ego, the living planet.
The dad.
Yeah.
From part two.
I don't know how
Part
they, like, was there something memorable about their meeting?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think he's maybe wasn't he riding his spaceship or something?
Yeah.
And they see him on the outside.
He's like, Dad.
Yeah.
I don't know, what was
You're
it?
not my dad.
But it's funny that when one of them brings up Star-Lord, because isn't that one of the things from Infinity War that people assume that Star-Lord could have, kind of messes up the plan to take the glove off of
It's his
Thanos
fault
by
that everybody died.
Yeah. There's a
really
couple
is.
people whose fault it is, but
the guy also was answering, I guess, the second part of your question. I don't remember what his name was, like Pussy Slayer or whatever. Was saying that he hopes Tony Stark whoops on Star-Lord because it's his fault that all this happened because he couldn't control his feelings.
In his defense, like,
He had a girlfriend for a week and couldn't get over her.
No.
In his defense, like, you know how like Doctor Strange saw all like the millions of possibilities and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure like if that was the reason why they failed, like he could have just told Star-Lord, "Hey, chill," or like fucking put a spell on him.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like
It had to happen.
Yeah, it had that not happened, I still think Thanos would have pulled some shit out of his ass.
It's a very emotional moment, and I guess you can't really. And what's weird though is everyone thought that plan would work, and it probably maybe wouldn't even.
They were
oblivious.
Well, no, Spider-Man had
everything going.
Yeah, it was already like to his knuckles, and then that's when Star-Lord fucked it up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Doctor Strange knows the way to like
to win.
Ugandan knuckles.
So I think like I don't think it could have been. I don't think it could have been prevented at least in that moment, but it does add depth to the character, even Thanos, to the point where the Avengers and the Guardians they're looking at this Titan and they're thinking all they see is a villain, right? It's like this fucker is a psycho. Like, I'm sorry, can I not say something?
Jesus Christ!
Can we cuss on this?
Oh no, I'm just kidding.
We just have to bleep.
Oh, but yeah,
that's a shirt. That fucker's
crazy,
a psycho.
But I remember when what's her name, Mantis?
Yeah.
When she like starts getting in his head, she's like, "Oh, he's mourning.
Yeah.
He's sad." Like it kind of brings some human qualities to a Titan.
Well, yeah, because like even them, they were like, "What does this monster have to mourn about?"
Yeah,
and so it shows that he does have like connections, even if it's very little.
And honestly, the more and more I think about Thanos and his purpose of trying to save planets, and because overpopulation is getting to crazy, and all our resources are dying, and things are going extinct, you kind of are like, okay, cool. Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
How do I vote for this guy? Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thanos 2020.
2020.
Thanos 2020.
Thanos.
Thanos.
Where do you
Thanos.
stand?
Anus.
I don't know. Thanos.
I think it's Thanos.
Thanos?
Thanos.
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 Well, we asked our fans also to tell us what they think will happen to the Guardians in Endgame. I'm just going to read one. It's from Danny Meyer. He said I'm just going to read it verbatim. I haven't read this before, so if there's anything offensive here, just imagine it coming from Danny's
I think
voice.
Hillary will delete all of Thanos' emails.
Where are the emails? Okay, I have no idea what will happen. Thor and Rocket will go look for Captain Marvel in Maine? Question mark. Can Rocket not track his ship to find Tony and Nebula? That's interesting. Can Captain Marvel get Tony? Can Thor summon the Bifrost to get to Tony? I hope Thor will team up with the Guardians after Endgame. That's a good idea. I am afraid that Rocket will bite the bullet, even though his story was not told. I would love to see Quill and Gamora on Earth, maybe to team up with the Avengers for a while. And I would love to see an Earth character joining the Guardians for a bit, maybe even Iron Man. Ooh, there's a lot there. There's a lot of really fun things to talk about.
You can't get everything, Daniel.
So what about Planet Hulk? Hulk joins Guardians.
That's a cool idea. Everyone should just go take a turn joining the Guardians.
We just got him back. I don't think that's a good call.
Yeah.
I do
Maybe
like his,
Ragnarok was his.
I do like his some like an addition to the Guardians. I like that. Like, and I think Thor is the perfect candidate for sure. Especially they had some good dynamic with the few scenes that they had. But I do want to see the Guardians, or I mean, we don't know what happens, but as of right now, there's only one Guardian, and it's Rocket. But I do want him to interact with people outside of Thor. So I wouldn't like to see in Endgame like a solo adventure with him and Rocket. I do want him, like, they already have a bond, so hey, keep developing that. But I want to see Rocket.
It's a very sad bond.
yeah, it is.
He calls him a rabbit.
Yeah.
But I do want to see Rocket interact with other members, right? Because if we don't get that, like, this is the time to get that. So if we don't get that, I'll be pretty upset. But I was the other day, I was just thinking to myself, like, to his point about like why can't he track his blah blah blah. But I'm interested to see how Rocket, being as smart as he is and as practical as he is, I'm interested to see how he interacts with like the tech that the Avengers have. Like, it'd be like a funny like a funny gag where
He's
perhaps
really smart,
Bruce Banner is like thinking this and is like, why don't you use a blah blah blah? And he's like, oh, we don't have those here.
Why doesn't he just make another Ultron machine?
It'll be Rocket.
Rocket. You're right, because Rocket is kind of a MacGyver who just grabs random stuff and puts it together.
But he's never been exposed to like the inferior tech I mean,
like
not
a
inferior,
bullet.
but I'm thinking he's gonna walk into the Avengers facility. He's like, this is antique
Garbage,
shit. Like,
yeah.
So it'd be funny just to kind of like have that interaction, and Bruce Banner would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Well, the Guardians kind of play their whole adventures outside of Earth, and it's I think one of the cool ideas that that Danny had was having Gamora and Peter Quill on Earth for
Like living?
afterwards, after the Endgame,
it's
because it
weird
does have a
because-
fun fish out of water thing.
So even Peter Quill wouldn't fit in on Earth, even though he's part human, because all he knows is the 80s.
Yeah.
So he gets here and he's like, what cell phones?
Yeah.
Tinder? What?
Tinder. He already has.
One thing though about Rocket and what's gonna happen is part of Groot is in Thor's new hammer. So like, what's up with that? Because they grew Groot back from Guardians 1 from just like a little twig. So
I don't think it's the other way
can
around.
Groot come back?
Maybe.
Groot
How many
was
seeds
destroyed.
are there? How many Groot seeds?
I want adult Groot.
How many
again,
Groots can
though.
a Groot? If a Groot could Groot.
I know. Can we watch another Baby Groot? Oh, I'm just kidding. Everyone loves Baby Groot.
Baby Groot was cute. Teenage Groot was. I mean, it's cool that they take you through that phase. I want adult Groot again. I don't know why. He's just cool. He's more like a dominant figure at that point.
What do you think about his hands, Lex? What do you think about Groot's hands? Do they turn you on?
I mean, they're oaky.
Do you think
They're
any?
okay.
Do you,
They're
do you-
oaky.
Oh, I get it. Do you guys think any of the Guardians characters die in these? I mean, we've already
Like,
seen a ton of them
ultimately
do it, but
die,
yeah. But
like, not
ultimately,
come back.
yeah. After Endgame, Dunzo Bunzo.
I think Drax is gonna die.
That would make a good ending for him, I think, because isn't his whole thing revenge against Thanos?
So
Yeah.
so one quick question, because I was
Thanos doesn't die though. No way.
No way.
I was rewatching Guardians.
Wow, on what?
The other
you
day.
You have a DVD player?
VHS.
On Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu?
Yeah.
Wow.
BitTorrent.
Well, it's the live TV version, so like we get
Okay.
it through FX. But anyways, I was rewatching it, and the whole first movie, Drax's arc was that he wanted to kill Ronan because Ronan killed his family. But in Avengers Infinity War, he's like he wants to kill Thanos because Thanos killed his family.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Was there like a disconnection, or is it that Thanos ordered Ronan to kill his family? I don't know.
I think you got it with the last one.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious because I was like, wait.
All
I
right.
thought his beef was
We'll
with
take a
Ronan.
break, small break. We're gonna watch both movies right now. and
Back
see
to
what
back to
happens.
back. But yeah, I think you've got it with the second one. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that Thanos orders the death of.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Nothing against Dave Bautista. I think he's done great with the role, and he's gotten more creative in the character. He's hella funny. But yeah, I think not that he's the one character that's dispensable, but I think like they could close up his arc quite nicely. Whereas characters like Gamora and Peter Quill and Groot and Rocket, I think
They have a lot more development.
yeah,
to do.
we can juice up a little bit more of that because we haven't had like a full arc for them. But Drax is the one that I think through a noble sacrifice or something like that he could definitely close the loop on that. And I don't think they'll kill off Mantis. She's very dynamic and there's still more to explore with her. But
but
I think
she's-
Drax is out, and then
her and Drax have like that love interest thing going on. So if that doesn't ever get resolved, I don't know.
I just don't know it's there.
I ship them.
Like she kind of admires him. Like she finds they're both hella funny and awkward, but I don't know. I do think though that like one more character would have to either retire or die if Thor is coming into the mix. Because then at that point, like
You have too many.
the Guardians are fucking powerful as fuck. Like
Yeah,
Thor
well, they
will
have
just
the
take
whole
out-
galaxy that they
That's
have to
true.
rein in. But yeah, I mean, I think the other thing that's behind the scenes with Drax is I don't think he wants to do another
After all
Guardians
that
movie.
stuff,
Yeah, without
He
James
wants
Gunn.
to do Gears of War too.
Yeah, he wants to be in the Suicide Squad. So
That'd be cool.
yeah, that you're right. That would be a good way for him to go.
I would love to see Drax in the Suicide Squad.
Crossover alert. It'd be like the Who Framed Bunny
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Who Framed Howard the Duck, which is a movie. Look it up, people. But yeah,
What
so
if? Just kidding.
What if?
do you guys have any other crazy theories for Endgame, particularly the Guardians?
Other than the Groot thing,
I mean, obviously, a lot of them come back.
yeah, there's something's gonna happen. They're gonna get like just the time stone. We're gonna rewind or something like that.
I'm not 100% sure Gamora comes back. Like I'm not, because I mean she died pre-snap. Although there's like a theory that,
but she died in a stone.
They're
So
all,
did she
yeah,
really
they're,
die?
they're saying they're
We
all.
see her as a kid in a stone, or
Yeah,
in like
well, they're
a
saying
thing
they're
too,
all
huh?
living inside of the Soul Stone. That's
Wow.
like a theory. So maybe she will. I don't know. I'm just not sure, because she's kind of like some of the emotional impact behind Thanos' arc. So if they bring her back as easy peasy, I mean, there's probably going to be a big struggle towards that. But if she comes back easy peasy, I think there's less of an emotional anchor towards Thanos. And I want Thanos to continue to be as compelling of a character as he is. And I think the part of like he succeeded, but he did sacrifice everything, it's still something that I appreciate about his character.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have any other crazy theories of where they go next, but I mean, they still have the Maxwell or what's his name, the Maxwell Lord or some shit, like the post credit scene that came out on the second movie.
Yes.
That gold guy, even though that movie
Adam
had
Warlock?
Adam Warlock. My bad. What did I say?
Maxwell Lord.
Maxwell House.
Oh, the coffee.
Maxwell Lord is a villain though, but it's a Wonder Woman villain.
Oh,
Sorry.
jeez.
I apologize for bringing my DC roots in here.
But we
You heard it
agree.
here first, folks.
know.
Lex is no longer a co-host on Not in Theaters.
Ugh, stuff's getting rough. This is the first time anyone's ever brought up DC, I think, in this whole pod. It's just interesting. I just listened to a podcast about Marvel and DC, the rivalry. And it's a long podcast, but it starts from the very beginning with, Stan Lee and stuff into now the movie stuff. It's really, really good. I'll plug that towards the end.
How long?
Yeah.
6 episodes, 40 minutes each. Hey, that's not that long. It's like
Not bad.
half an episode of this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Well, thank you guys for responding to our listener mail questions. You can go to @DelfinPod, DelfinPod, every single week and recording this. Thank you guys for coming in. Tell us about Not in Theaters, the podcast about not being in theaters.
So it all started with a bad movie experience. No, just kidding. I was gonna.
So we now sit
So,
outside of theaters.
Well, here's
and
the thing. Lex thought it was a bad movie. I liked it.
Oh,
who?
what are you guys talking
Last
about?
Jedi. You
Oh.
said you had a problem with it, and
Well, I was kidding about it all started with a bad movie experience. I was gonna like call out like a fake movie theater.
Okay, well, that's not what happened, and
You
it's
just
really what
ruined the
happened.
narrative.
You guys are spreading fake news on this very pod.
Well, that's what our podcast is about. Fake news.
okay.
Movies that are not in theaters, as heard in the title.
No, but for real, like Josh and I, we had been planning to, start a podcast. We bounced off different ideas, different topics. But yeah, after The Last Jedi, we were so disappointed in the movie. We were kind of like,
You were so disappointed in the movie.
I thought you had like
I
complaints
enjoyed it.
Anyways, I guess I forgot, but I was really disappointed. He enjoyed it, but we kind of talked about like what we would have done differently, and it kind of stemmed the idea of like, hey, I think we're good. I don't want to say we're good movie makers because we're not. Like, there's a lot involved in that, but at least story wise and kind of creating like
It's like fan fiction, things that you talk about after you watch a movie. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I think your last episode that came out last week was who could play Batman.
Yeah, what if you could cast the next Batman? I think it's things like that, right? Like I think we have
It's fun.
a good eye for like those fun conversations. Like, who would we talk about? What if we were to make our own take in this movie? And so not in theaters was born from that.
Do you guys have any teasers? Any other things that you have coming up? You don't have to say them.
Well, we've been talking with a company. I don't want to say names.
Oh.
Warner Bros. No, just kidding.
Okay. It's funny because your Batman thing might actually happen because they're, there's gonna have to be a couple new Batmen.
Well, yeah, and they're already like in final talks with Army Hammer, and you had called that one. Unfortunately, we talked about him in our Stanley episode, R.I.P., and how much he's a fucking scumbag.
Who, Army Hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
No
was
way.
talking shit.
Why?
Well,
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
He was
Oh, yeah,
like,
you
y'all
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
idolizing this
What do you-
guy for
I thought you
writing
meant something
cartoons.
else. I think
Oh,
it was,
no.
Okay, cool.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, we're giving him like shit, but I mean,
Yeah, he's a cool
we
guy.
were pretty upset. Like,
His, well, I'll tell you guys after the pod.
yeah.
Something personal about Army and I.
Wow.
And his
our
hammer.
night in
His hammer.
no teasers for now, but we're definitely, of course, like bouncing ideas, things like that.
Yeah.
We've had a small idea, kind of like talking, like, I don't know if we'll do this, right? But we were kind of like thinking, like, what would be the ideal like streaming platform, right? Like,
Whoa, you guys are going hardcore.
well, no, like we just feel like, a lot of things we talked about, it's things on Netflix, Hulu, HBO, etc. But I think like we kind of bounced off the idea, like what if we dedicate an episode to like, hey, what would you guys like in the perfect streaming library, I guess.
Maybe like a physical store where I can go get a VHS or a DVD, something like that.
Blockbuster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good name for it.
R.I.P. You have to drive all the way to Alaska.
Los
to-
Angeles Video
Ooh.
is what Hollywood
Okay.
Video was taken.
Do you,
They still own the rights.
is there a place that someone could maybe send you guys ideas for things they want you to talk
Yeah,
about?
absolutely.
And is it a PO box or is this like a digital way for people to talk to you?
both.
digital? Wait,
Oh.
we have
just
no.
kidding.
What the fuck?
PO boxes are expensive.
What's your new address? It's 4813.
My social security, because you can send me mail over there, right?
Yeah, to your social security.
Yeah, of course.
That's the way that works.
It's 3-1. Oh, just kidding.
Close, guys.
But we're on all social media platforms.
Like all of them.
Google Plus.
Tinder.
MySpace.
Grinder.
No, on Twitter we're not the letter N Theaters Pod.
Not in theaters.
Slide into the DMs at me, whatever. Fight me, bro.
Shit.
We're on Instagram
Not in theaters, just
at-
as it sounds.
Yep.
But it's theaters pronounced the American way.
Oof.
Get out of here, England. We're starting a war.
Okay.
Again.
No, it's,
And
there's some-
Facebook.
there's many ways.
Not in theaters.
Like our page, send us a message.
How exciting.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear what you guys want to see, and we are planning on setting up perhaps like a Q&A or something like that.
How exciting.
Make sure that you guys are famous, and then you can thank us. Just
W-
kidding.
we've gotten a few like pod ideas. The Batman one kind of just like happened, but that one was actually sent to me not on the Not in Theaters page, but my personal Facebook.
Wow, people are attacking you personally.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
That's usually how it happens. For some reason, I guess like
they're like, you gotta talk
I
about
share
this.
I share all of our podcast
Yeah,
stuff,
on
and
your
then
personal
people
yeah.
people message me instead of the
And you'll get like hate mail
Yeah.
that has like grounded up aspirin in it, so you think it's anthrax.
Oh
and
yeah,
and you call
you
the
snort
police.
it and you're pissed because it's just aspirin.
Wait, why would you
What?
snort
Wait,
anthrax?
what?
You get a
we
real good high.
actually just finished our giveaway.
Whoa,
Yeah, we
you give stuff away. That's insane.
yeah for
it was-
free.
Oh my god.
All you have to do is like us. That's it, Mom. No, but really, we had a teaser picture for our last episode. All you had to do was guess what the topic was, and it's topical. But yeah, so we had a hidden message, not a message, just a
What is happening?
Like we
right
asked people.
we had
to
we had a
guess, like,
poster
what
that had
next
the
episode.
that had
Oh,
Justice
okay.
League.
Okay.
And we asked people to guess what the topic was for our
I was like,
episode.
what are you guys doing? Hiding stuff in your pictures?
Yeah.
in my room.
Like Da Vinci Code style?
Yeah.
Easter eggs. People
Like,
love them.
It's embedded in the
Illuminati.
JPEG.
You have Illuminati things all
And
over.
so when we tell people to guess the topics of our episodes, it gives us ideas for future
Yeah.
episodes. So thanks, guys.
It's exciting.
But
Thanks
do you
for the
wanna
free
announce-
ideas.
I mean, I'm sure. I don't know.
What?
I don't remember what the guy's name is. Oscar.
No, it was Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, our friend and supporter.
Day one.
Sam Cardoso.
Day one.
He's a good
listener.
friend of mine from our childhood. I rigged the whole giveaway thing, so
Oh,
It
wow.
kind of seems like
I
that.
handpicked him.
That's exciting
Out
for
of the
that person.
thousands and thousands of people who commented,
Yeah.
your friend won.
Next time
Well,
it's gonna
guys,
be my brother.
if you want to win that contest, be friends with Lex. I'm just kidding. But find Not in theaters anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's a good show. We even have a preview episode of it on this very podcast stream. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See you later. Be nice to each other.
That's really nice. That's the best ending.
Ooh, he said.